Hi, I felt led to share this word that the Lord gave me on January 29th. The days run short. Are you listening? Are you waiting for me, for my soon return? Have you laid down your life? All is in readiness. I am waiting for you. Seek me with all of your heart, and you will find me. Fast and pray. Do my will. Only those who do my will enter the kingdom. Do you backbite and quarrel? Are you seeking to make yourself known? What about the king? What do you say about the king? Do you represent him correctly? Are you an ambassador of love and forgiveness, or do you bring division and strife? Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven and my righteousness, and all the things you need will be added unto you. Quickly decide this day who you will serve. You cannot serve two masters. Lo, I come. The hour is very late. I wait for you. So the Lord wanted me to read that tonight, and He also wanted me to share a dream that He gave me about 5 years ago. And it goes along with this word that He's waiting for us. In the dream, I was in a dark room, and I looked over and I could see the Lord Jesus, and He was talking to my sister. And I knew that they were talking about going away on a mission. And I couldn't hear what they were saying, and I was feeling frustrated. And in my life at the time, that's how I felt. I felt like I was in the dark. I wasn't sure which way to go. I wasn't sure what the Lord wanted me to do in the situation that I was in. So in the dream, it was like I brought my life into the dream. So anyway, they turned and they left me there alone in the dark. Well, there was the second scene of my dream. I was standing in a field all alone, and there was some grass in the field, and the wind was blowing a nice breeze, and the grass was moving, and it was peaceful. And the Lord Jesus walked up to me, and as He went to give me a hug, I saw that His shirt was open, and I was a little startled by that, and it threw me off a little bit, and I thought, this really can't be Jesus. Why would He have His shirt open to give me a hug? And as I looked, I could see His chest, and His chest was very strange looking. It was pinkish color, and it was all bumpy, and the skin didn't look real. It just was really, really strange looking. And I thought, why is He showing me His chest? And on His chest also were two mountains. Where a woman's breast would be, He had a mountain on either side of His chest. And I didn't really understand that. So He went to give me a hug, and as He gave me a hug, He whispered in my ear, and He said, I could have chosen many others, but I chose you. And I felt the authority in His voice, so that I knew it was Jesus. That even though He had shown me His chest, and I thought that was so strange, I knew that it was Jesus. So after He gave me His hug and whispered in my ear, He turned and He walked away. And as I watched Him walk away, I was aware of how alone and lonely He was. And I felt so sad, and I wanted to go with Him, but I knew that I couldn't. And I knew that He was going to a castle on a hill, and I didn't see it or anything. I just knew that that's where He was headed. So that was the end of the dream. And I thought about this dream for about 3 days. And I thought, I know that was Jesus. I know it was Jesus. And I knew that He spoke into my ear to encourage me because of what I was going through in my life and feeling like He had abandoned me. So anyway, a friend of mine called that day, and I started to share the dream with him. And a lot of times when I start to share the dream, or if I start to write it down, the Lord will give me the interpretation. And as I told him about the dream, and I told him how the Lord had his shirt open and his chest was exposed, the Lord gave me the understanding he still carries the scars from his beatings. And that's why his chest looked so bumpy and pink, and it just didn't look right. And he let me know that the two mountains on his chest were Israel and Judah. So it was a wonderful revelation, but at the same time, I just had this sad feeling that the Lord is waiting for his body to be restored. He still carries the scars from his beatings, and he wants his body to be whole. Well, that's just like the word he's given us today, the word that he had me read. He's waiting for us. He's waiting for us to stop the backbiting and stop fighting and stop judging each other and speaking against people and claiming they're not hearing from the Lord. If I've learned anything, I have learned that the Lord speaks to us all differently. And so we need to accept that God, that Jesus Christ, is the Lord of all of us, and he knows how to bring us into the place we need to be if we will just yield and each one of us be obedient to what we're called to do and not look at what our brothers and sisters are doing. So I just wanted to share that. And I hope you can just sense that Jesus is lonely and he's waiting for us. We think we're waiting for him, but that's not right. He is waiting for us. So I hope everybody will just think about that. And I hope and pray that we'll all be ready for when he comes, because I know he's not going to wait forever. So God bless, and I'm sure I'll be sharing something later. Bye.